Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included. Starting off today, just trying to address one little change I wish I'd made with this guy here, the deep freezer. So we've got cool temperatures here, but it's not quite cool down there. It will eventually get cool, but to speed that along, what I'd actually like to do is have this happen. So make a path where this is going to go down like this. And really make sure this real tile where the food sits on gets nice, stays nice and cool. We are going to have to temporarily break into this zone to make that happen, I suspect. In the last episode, I was working over here. So we've got one stable that's properly filled up to 96 tiles. This one here, yes, much celebration. We're going to add insulation like this because we're going to grow, dig a path like that. So we're going to grow some plant. Oh, it's actually, speaking of which, I think we're going to grow, how many? 1, 2, 3. Grow 6, same many amount of plants farms that here. So this is essentially food for the Dreckos. Oh, let's check on our pip stable. Another one of these thimbleweed seeds can be planted right there. Okay, so we're going to have to destroy this and this. We'll be quick about this. So at the moment, I'm going to be putting, growing some plants that need to be warm. These pincho pepper plants. It's already warm in this area. So we don't have to actually heat it up anymore. But eventually I might want a heating system up here. But I wouldn't mind a little bit of insulation between this zone and the rest of the base. So I'm going to do this. Actually, maybe, yeah, try that. Alright, so I've got industrial area. I think what I'm going to do is clear this zone out. I think this is going to be what I want to do soon. Once my water runs out, I've got this bit of water and I've got some water here. I'm going to be having some issues. So I'm going to start this. Oh yeah, let's, oh, well, okay. Let's go back to this. So we'll add insulation here, build this one first. So while we have this, just going to cut this right here and reconnect like that. There, so now we're going to be visiting this tile, doing the cooling process. And then once this tile is built, it'll be insulated and it'll work the way that we were hoping it to work. All right, so that change has been made. Another pip, another planted, or another one of these thimble reeds planted by that pip. Over here, let's see. I'm hoping I did this right. 98. This is. I still need 2 more to take it away. Actually, maybe I should have done this after all. So this is where I'm going to drop off Dreckos. Now I'm going to be taking this stuff here from the washroom to feed that. just have to decide how to get around when we put a proper top to this barracks. So go over like this. We'll go up and over. So this is the cooling line. This is a water line going down. It's just putting in some liquid bridges so I can get this across. All right, and then once I'm here, I'm going to go over. So this is a line for my metal refinery. This is going up. This is going down. In this case, I don't really care if I take that polluted water because that's what is going to be contained in this pipe. Polluted water for these pinch of pepper plants. Maybe we'll go down like this instead. Of course, I already did part of the construction. Connect like that. Now that's going to provide food for the Dreckos, but it's also going to start to empty the waste from the washroom. So not a bad thing. Okay, just disconnect this from these systems. And connect that whole thing together. Oops, one too many. Oh, Pug, that guy's been born. I will develop an area to take advantage of them at some point. I think the excuse me. I think the other thing I want to get access to some of this. I mentioned that we are short water. Or, yeah, we're going to be running out of water. We want to have a pump available to us before we get to that point. Almost considering this one here, but not in a super rush to get another dupe just yet. Let's check on our meat. Lots of barbecue meat. It's good to see. All right, we've got food in a deep frozen state. That's perfect. Let's create tons and tons of barbecue meat. 7, 7, and 7. Those stables are full. Going to plant some of these guys here. Okay, the other thing, oh yes, hydrogen. We want to push hydrogen in this area. Put a few of these around. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll connect into our hydrogen line for that. Keep our pips busy. So they've got lots of food. Right now we just have the one pip. I'm just making sure I'm actually dropping pip eggs here. Let's do that. So they're taken out of the stable as they are laid. Okay, I was going to make a floor here. Also want to put together a new exosuit forge. Do that right there. It's right next to the heavy watt wire line, so I'm just going to connect to that. Let's put a light source for whoever's going to be creating stuff there. Actually, maybe we'll do that right there. Just in case I build machinery to the left. All right, little automation wire. That light's going to need some power. How do I best do this? I'm thinking like this. Do a little snap right there. Okay. Because we do want some exosuits. I also want a spot for some advanced research. Actually, I don't know if I have the research for it. Maybe that's something we can start on now. I want to get access to this guy here. Material Study Terminal, Rebel Generators. Okay, so there is some pinch of pepper plant growing. So instead of dropping these guys off here, we'll actually remove this stable altogether. Oh, it's suffocating. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's not a great place to be. All right, try that. So I don't want to send any dupes back to this other asteroid over here until the carnivore achievement is done. But when I do send dupes over there, I won't have some exosuits or atmosuits made. So that's why we're putting that exosuit forge together. Also make some iron. Let's make about 18 pieces of that. Because I want to create some steel eventually when we finally get over to that other world. Oh yeah, let's create a pump right here so we can start the process of pumping out this polluted water. This is going to be very valuable to us. Go up and around. Just going to make sure there's no super freezing areas. Gets pretty cold here, but I did insulate this. The other options, I could go through here if I did a single, maybe insulation right there. That way I wouldn't have to go up and around, but I would have to dig to it. So my plan is to take that water and do two things. One, exchange the cold temperature with my coolant line. And two, use it for water. Oh, I see. Speaking of water, a little piece of water there can be mopped up. I'm going to move the first Drecko over here to the stable. Some hydrogen is making its way in. That's good to see. What I might do to really encourage that to flow through, I'll do that. So eventually all the non-hydrogen will push its way out. Speaking of hydrogen, I saw some, yeah, we got a new geyser that we could take advantage of. So maybe we'll dig a path towards that. Skill point. Let's see, builder. So builder's one of the newer dupes. Give them construction. We also have cleaner. Let's give someone who can do plumbing. So I have 13 dupes at the moment. 26,000 calories barbecue meat. So eventually with more stables, I'm going to have a pip stable. I'm going to have more Drecko stables. That's going to just lead to even more meat production. So there it is, first Drecko in this new stable. I've been wanting to close this off for a while. It's almost completely filled up with water anyway. Let's see if I can finally get in here. Water's even spilling over. Now, as these plants start consuming this liquid, because this liquid's a little bit cooler, it will eventually, assuming my base stays cool, bring the temperature down, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but I will have a heating system for that at some point. Let's see, let's move some coal. Oh, it's still pretty warm in this zone. Get some other material. Get someone to scoop out of here. Okay, check on our deep freeze. It is looking good still. Okay, let's put a proper floor across our industrial area. Actually, I might stop because I think I'm going to switch to insulation because I've got a special project here coming. Skill point, veterinarian. Let's see, let's give you caring. I'm going to put a gas pump right here. Also going to put a door like that. We're going to take advantage of the hydrogen that's there. Buddies, see what temperature do they grow at? Because I might want to plant that around the base, 20 to 40. And that would work in the base. And if I put that, that would give an anti-stress property, though dupes aren't really getting stressed here anyway, but I'll put it in some place that they pass through all the time. The barracks. See, some research has been complete. Oh, are you? Oh, a dupe is stuck. Well, I guess you can't dig through granite. Someone please do that for us. Otherwise, artist is stuck. Come on. There we go. You want to get some food. All right, slowing things down. Oh, yeah, that's right. Carbon dioxide, forget about that. That was, we don't need any more. We just need a small amount. That didn't cut. There we go. So this is going to the fridge area. So even though we have a deep freezer, I still need a little fridge so that dupes can actually grab food. I already have carbon dioxide at this point, so it's actually not even needed. Oh, well. It is what it is. Take that down. So this area, we've completed more of this. Let's see if we can do the last two. Nothing is trapped in there. Oh, technically there is. Not that it matters, but this is a dangerous mission. Temperature is really hot. Oh. I think I might just, if this ends up getting trapped in there, I probably should just live with it. Oh, look at this hydrogen filling this area. It's good to see. And once one of these tiles was created, I could see that you were able to escape. A bit of scalding. Let's quickly seal this off. I've been trying to do this forever. There we are. Okay, that's that. You can see this machine here doesn't have power. So we've got a food source. Let's bring in several more of these. We've got one here. We'll take this, the ones in this old stable out. Another one over here. Okay, I'm wondering if this pip is not planning something because we have to get rid of this, maybe. I'm going to put a sensor here for hydrogen. Put that together with a filter. Okay, so we've got this this stable here. We'll have another stable here. Now, I want plastic in the future, lots of plastic, so I wouldn't mind having access to this guy. So let's dig a path. See some polluted water's kind of in the way. So we'll dig down like this. I think the priority is going to be getting this pump. We don't need it at the moment, but we know we're going to need it. And when we do, we'll really need it because that's our water source, which is oxygen. Let's see, and as well as the toilets. Alright, so this is going to head down. Just trying to decide if I should insulate this. Probably. So we'll insulate this on the way down. This is going to be our polluted water line going towards the base. And that's going to go towards this area here. We've got a couple things going on down there, which I might not get. I'm going to finish this episode on this cycle. But probably in the next episode, we'll work on some of that. It's going to be the material study terminal. It's also going to be a building to exchange the heat with this cool liquid. Actually, don't need a micro musher anymore. But we still want to have a power plant, so better make that tile back. Okay, now that I've dug that out, I wonder if that pip will finally plant something there. Okay, so we are looking for hydrogen. This is going to need some power. But it's not connected at the moment fully. So it's going to take hydrogen that we get from here. I want to put it into the storage way up here. So how do I best get across? Technically, let's just open this up. All right, so hydrogen line. Just follow this pipe up like this so far. Oh, that's not quite right. And we'll just join right there. So this is going to keep the dupes busy for a little bit. Let's see, this going up and up. Nothing is urgent. We're not out of water now. Power, we can wait. Oh, pugs, slug, eggs. Speaking of power, that is going to be another source of power. And then the next episode, I can design areas here. I'm going to have, I think, the material study terminal up here. In the middle area, that's where I'm going to put the heat exchange. And make sure we have the technology to clean polluted water. We do water sieve. So that'll be in this area. And then the bottom, this will be late. This won't be now, but I'll have the new system for cooling the metal refinery. So get a path like that. Let's look to see if I've got any other plants around that might be in the way. I don't think that can't be that in the way, can it? Oh, I might not have any thimbleweed seed. That might be the actual issue. If that is the case, I'll have to wait for one of these plants. Oh, I see one, at least one seed here. So it'll be picked up, moved there. That explains what's going on. Now we are going to have a heat issue here if I let this run too long, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. Oh yeah, buddy plants. For the stress relieving benefits. Speaking of stress relief, it should be a point now. Yeah, I can create a few of these carpeted tiles to sleep on, which is also going to give a stress reduction property. Not that the dupes are stressed now, but if they ever were, well, that's just going to be something that's going to help a little bit between the buddy plant and the carpeted tiles. I think that gives them the twinkle toes, tootsie toes. I can't remember what the property is, but while they stand on it, they get a stress relief benefit. And even if they're on a cot. All right, well, that's the end of cycle 85. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you next time where I'll continue along. Until then.